Ever wonder how some people can stick with their meditation or spiritual practice day in and day out, without fail? What's the secret sauce to that kind of consistency, especially in a path like Buddhist persistence? It's not just about willpower. There's a specific mechanism, a kind of engine that keeps you going, and it's something you can build yourself. It all starts with step 1, understanding. You have to see that the core teachings of Buddhism aren't just ancient superstitions. They're deeply rational. You don't have to take anything on blind faith. Instead, you're encouraged to study the principles, like the Four Noble Truths or dependent origination. Think of it as learning the user manual for your own mind. When you grasp the logic behind these ideas, you're ready for the next crucial step. Step 2 is all about verification. This is where it gets really interesting because you start applying these principles to your own life and seeing if they actually hold up. Let's take the concept of the 5 aggregates, the idea that our experience is made up of form, feelings, perceptions, mental formations, and consciousness. Take a moment to really dive into the inner workings of your mind. It's pretty wild, right? Notice if your inner sense aligns with what this model suggests. For example, when you take bitter medicine, you're aware of the physical sensation and the feeling of disgust. That's your consciousness connecting with your physical body and feelings. Or maybe you're on the subway and you start recalling a childhood memory. Suddenly you're not in the present anymore, even though your body is still on that train. You've shifted into the aggregate of perception or memory. Or how about this? You're talking to someone and instead of truly listening, you're busy planning what you're going to say next. You're lost in the aggregate of mental formations or thoughts. We shift between these states, body, feelings, memories, thoughts, and awareness all day long without even realizing it. Observing this in action is the first proof that these ancient teachings are describing your life right now. Let's look at another real-world example. Picture this. You're scrolling through your social media feed, and bam! You see the latest phone, and you feel this intense urge to get it, even though your current one works perfectly fine. Where did that desire come from? Who's pulling the strings? The teachings can help you unpack that. Or think about how you react when a friend posts vacation photos. Do you feel a pang of envy, a bit of anger, or are you genuinely happy for them? What about those times you get annoyed with a colleague over something small? The irritation creeps in, builds up without you noticing, and then you suddenly lash out, leaving everyone, including yourself, confused about what just happened. You never saw the rage building until it exploded. Even in meditation, this happens. One moment you're focused on your breath, and the next, you're planning dinner or replaying a conversation from last week. Noticing how your mind wanders isn't a failure. It's a discovery. When you consistently see these principles playing out in your daily life, you realize they're not just some remote spiritual mumbo-jumbo. They are a direct description of your experience. This leads directly to step 3, confidence. The more you verify the teachings, the more you see they are trustworthy. This isn't blind belief. It's confidence earned through personal investigation. And the more your confidence grows, the more it builds something powerful, faith. This is step 4. It's a faith born from seeing the truth for yourself. You develop faith in the teachings and in the Buddha, not as a deity to be worshipped, but as a guy who truly understood the nature of reality and the workings of our minds. This kind of rational faith then blossoms into step 5, devotion. Devotion here means an unwavering commitment because you know you're on the right path. It's not blind, it's rooted in your own verifiable experience. This profound devotion naturally fuels the final step, step 6, diligence. You become eager to study more, practice more, and persevere because you have complete confidence that this path leads to genuine freedom. Think of it like a car. If your motivation is based on blind faith or just following the crowd, it's like a car with a limited tank of gas. Eventually it will run out and you'll give up. But diligence that arises from wisdom, confidence, and devotion. That's like a car running on clean, inexhaustible energy. It just keeps going, carrying you all the way to your destination. That's the true mechanism for lasting practice. Nambi Game Boy, December 29, 2025, at 13:41.